everyone, good morning. Myself Dr. Vaibhav Kumar, and I am the director at the Association of Data Scientists. Today I am going to present this webinar on how to crack Chartered Data Scientist exam. In this webinar we will be discussing about the ways to take this exam and some strategies to clear this exam, how to take this exam, what are the strategies to pass this exam so that you can achieve the CDS and the Chartered Data Scientist designation. So in this webinar, we will be covering through the topics. First of all, we will discuss about the Association of Data Scientists. Then we will come to the Chartered Data Scientist designation, what it is exactly. Then we will discuss the benefits of having the CDS designation. After that, we will see the steps, what are the steps required to achieve the CDS designation. And then we will see the information about the CDS exam and the curriculum of the CDS exam. And after that, we will proceed on discussing the preparation strategies for the CDS exam. And after that, we will see what are the resources that are required, that are suggested to use for preparing for this exam. And finally, at the end of this presentation, we will take the questionnaires from the attendees that will be answered in the end of the presentation. So let us proceed first. So first of all, I would like to introduce about the Association of Data Scientists. So the Association of Data Scientists is a premium global professional body of data science and machine learning professionals, the people, the practitioners who are working in the field of data science. So this is a body, this is an association of those professionals. The Association of Data Scientists lead in the development of knowledge, research in the field of data science and machine learning. The Association of Data Scientists also and always strives to support the data science community through various programs. And the Association of Data Scientists always committed to bring the data science talent on the global platform through its various programs that we will be discussing in the next slides. So recently, the Association of Data Scientists have organized one international conference that was the Computer Vision DevCon that was held during the 13th and 14th of August 2020. And in that conference, various practitioners, researchers, developers have shared their ideas, their work, their thoughts to the community. And many researchers have also presented their research works and research papers in this conference. And similar to this conference, the ADASI is also going to hold one more conference during 29th to 30th October 2020. And that will be the Deep Learning DevCon, Deep Learning Developers Conference 2020. Similar to the CBDC, here as well, the practitioners working in the field of deep learning. So the practitioner in the deep learning will share their ideas, thoughts, research works, their developments, and many research papers will also be presented during this conference during 29th and 30th of October. So this is the website through which we can visit this conference. Similar to this, the Association of Data Scientists also hosts an international journal. That journal is the name of the journal is Lattice. That is a machine learning journal that publishes the papers, the research papers, the research work of researchers in the field of data science and machine learning. This is a peer-reviewed journal as a medium. This is a medium. The ADASI provides a medium through which the practitioners and researchers can publish and share with the community the high quality research works, research articles. They can share their thought, they can share their research works to the data science community through this Lattice platform. So this is a journal hosted by this Association of Data Scientists. So these are some initiatives, good initiatives taken by the Association of Data Scientists, and as a commitment to bring the talent to the global platform, Association of Data Scientists also hosts this program of Chartered Data Scientists. That is a CDS designation that is conferred by the Association of Data Scientists. And this designation is conferred to the practitioner professionals working in the field of data science, provided some conditions are satisfied. So the Chartered Data Scientist program it gives a credentials. This is a credential that gives a strong understanding of advanced data science profession, and in-depth applied analytics skills. So this is a self-study program actually, and there is no any training, there is no any courses being provided by the Association of Data Scientists. The candidates, the aspirants can prepare themselves. This is a self-study program, and after preparation they can go ahead for the exam. They can take the exam, and after passing the exam, that will be one step of getting this CDS designation. So here we have listed some, these are not only the benefits, these are some important key benefits of having the CDS designation. So the first of all these is the competitive advantage. The competitive advantage means the CDS designation holder always have an advantage over the ordinary professionals, the simple professionals who are working in data science. So they will always have a competitive advantage over their peers who are working in parallel with them. So a CDS designation holder will always be having a competitive advantage. And once the person is having the CDS designation, is having the CDS charter, that means that definitely indicates that the person is already having some sort of knowledge and skills, because to get this charter, to get this designation, the person may have definitely have achieved passed, person has cracked one exam. After that the CDS designation has been awarded. So to pass this exam, to crack this exam, the person is definitely having the set of knowledge and skills that are required to become a data science professional. So the CDS charter holder will be having a proven knowledge and skills, and the designation holder is always having a high earning potential. So compared to its peers, compared to the professionals working parallel to them, the person who is having a CDS charter, having a CDS designation, will be having a high earning potential. They can bargain themselves for more salaries, better salaries. Professional credibility. So the person who is having this type of designation will always be given credibility. They will always be recognized among the marketplace, among the field, among the community, that this person is having this type of designation, this person is having this type of charter. Similarly, there are promotion and growth benefits as well. Not only to land to a job, not only to land to an interview, this designation, this charter helps this person, helps the holder throughout their career, and in terms of promotion and growth benefits. So there are several people who are about to be promoted for the next level. So the person who will be having this CDS designation, this CDS charter, they will definitely be given a priority at the time of promotion and growth. And similarly, in the job retention, the organizations never wants to lose this kind of employees, never want to lose this kind of talents who are having this kind of designation and charters. And along with that, because the CDS charter holder will also be a member of the Association of Data Scientists, that will be having a networking opportunities as well. And once you will be having this kind of designation and charter, the people will attract toward them, and they will try to make a networking with them. So having this kind of designation also provides a chance of networking opportunities as well. So these are some key benefits, key advantages of having the CDS charter and having the CDS designation. Now we will discuss what are the steps that are required to achieve the CDS designation. So first of all, the candidate is required to enroll to the program and they register for the exam. So by visiting the website of Association of Data Scientists, by visiting the website, there you will find the option to enroll to the program and register for the exam. So once you enroll and register for the exam, you will select one date, and you will be registered for the exam, and then you will start preparing for the exam. That will be the next step. Then once you are prepared for the examination, then you should take one practice test as well. The practice test is available on the ADASI website. Under the in the CDS website, you will find this practice test. You can practice your skills. You can test your knowledge, that how much preparation how much prepared you are to take this exam. So once you have prepared and have taken the practice test, after that you will proceed to take the exam. Okay. And after this exam, you will get the results, you will obtain the results. Okay, and after obtaining the results, you will show the experience that is required to become the CDS charter holder. And after showing the experience, all the conditions are satisfied, then you will, these all 6 steps are completed, then you will receive the charter. The CDS designation will be conferred to you by the Association of Data Scientists. So this is a process that I summarized here. So in this entire process, first of all, you will enroll to the program and register for the exam. So to the CDS website, you can visit the CDS website through the website of Association of Data Scientists, and from there you can register for the exam. And while registering, you can select a date and time for the exam based on your convenience, your choice. So this is a lot of flexibility provided by Association of Data Scientists to the candidates, that they can choose any date, any time as per their convenience. So this is the first process. After this, you will take the exam. So the exam consists of 150 multiple choice questions, and that lasts for 3 hours. So in the 3 hours, you are to take 150 MCQ questions. Okay. So after this process of exam, after getting the result, once the results are obtained, you will get the results. Once you pass this exam, then you will be required to show the experience that is required to become the CDS charter holder. So one thing, let me clear here, that the requirement of CDS designation is that 2 years of experience, but it should be clear that only the charter will be put on hold if you do not have the 2 years of experience. The results will be given to you. You can go ahead with the results. And once you complete the 2 years of relevant experience, the charter will be awarded to you. Okay, so it doesn't matter that if you do not have the 2 years of experience, then you cannot take the exam. Even if you do not have the experience, then you can take the exam, you can get the results, you can go ahead with the results, and you can start doing the job. Once you complete 2 years in the job, show that experience to ADASI, and then your charter, the charter that was on hold, that charter will be awarded to you. So after showing the experience, you will receive the charter. After successful completion of these all processes, the Association of Data Scientists confers the award of Charter Data Scientist. So to achieve this CDS distinction, the Chartered Data Scientist distinction, candidate needs to pass the Chartered Data Scientist exam. This exam can be taken up any time of the year as per candidate's convenience around the world. There is no any physical presence required. There is no any fixed time slot or fixed date is given by ADASI. So you will visit the portal, you can choose any of the date, any of the time as per your convenience. And because this is an online exam, so you can take this exam from anywhere across the globe, across the world. So the CDS exam is offered online only. When you register, you will select the preferred date and time slot, and on that date, at that time, you can present yourself in front of the system, and then you can take this exam. So no any physical presence is required. You can take this exam from your home as well. The pattern of the exam is this is a 3 hours exam, and in this exam you will see 150 multiple choice questions. So we will discuss about the curriculum of this exam later in this presentation. So ultimately, this is a 3 hours exam with 150 multiple choice questions. So because it's an online exam, so no physical presence is required. This can be taken at any time of the year and from any location across the world. And this is a self-study program, and ADASI does not provide any training, and it's a self-study program actually. So this is a format. This is a summary of the format of this exam. It's a 3 hours exam having 150 multiple questions, and there is no any negative marking here. Okay, so if you answer your answer for a question is wrong, then there will no any marks will be deducted. So there is no any negative marking there. So this is the curriculum of CDS exam. So in the curriculum, the 150 questions appear in the exam. These 150 questions are based on this curriculum exactly. So this curriculum, this curriculum covers the 10 topic areas. So the 10 topic areas are the 10 important skills that are required to become a data science professional, to become a data scientist exactly. So you may have heard that to become a data scientist, some skill sets are required. So those are the important skill sets you will find here in the curriculum. Okay. So the first and most important one is the probability theory, statistics, and linear algebra. This section, there are 10 sections here. So the first sections covers the topics from this probability theory, then statistics, and some concepts of linear algebra such as vector, matrix, tensors, and all. The second section is the data engineering and databases. Because you are going to become a data scientist, so you should know all the properties, all the features of the data, what are the various things related to the data engineering, and what are the databases exactly, because every data scientist should be a good data engineer as well. So they must have the knowledge of data engineering and databases. And the databases, the knowledge of databases consists of the knowledge of this relational databases and non-relational databases as well. And the third section comprises the questions from the exploratory data analysis. So the data scientist, a good data scientist should have the knowledge of the EDA, the exploratory data science. That means what are the properties of the data, what are the features of the data, various type of analysis of this data, and then various type of visualizations from the data to find out the insights from the data. To find the insights from the data, various type of analysis, visualizations are required. So those kind of skills, this kind of knowledge can be checked through the topics of this third section, that is exploratory data analysis. The fourth section is, and this is the core part of this curriculum or core part of the CDS curriculum, is the supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So as you know that a data scientist should must have the knowledge of machine learning as well. So the concepts of machine learning are covered here in this fourth section. And here you will find the topics of supervised learning algorithms like classification, regression, and various other type of supervised learning methods, and then unsupervised learning methods. So all those topics are covered here in this fourth section. The fifth section covers this topic from neural networks and the deep learning. So the deep learning is a trend nowadays, and the deep learning is based on the majority of the deep learning algorithms are based on the neural networks. Okay, so the knowledge of neural networks and deep learning must be there with the CDS charter holder, or any data science professional must have the knowledge of deep learning and neural networks. So this section covers the topics from this section, this neural network and deep learning field. The sixth section is the natural language processing. So these are the verticals of the data science exactly. The deep learning, the machine learning, the natural language processing, the computer vision. These are the important verticals. Every data science professionals must be expert in these verticals. So the fourth section covered the machine learning. The fifth section covered the deep learning. The sixth section is going to cover the natural language processing. And the seventh section is going to cover the computer vision. As you know, these four are the most important verticals, very most important fields from which the data science professional must have the expertise in. So these expertise can be checked using these sections. The topics of these sections check the knowledge of the person, that the person is having the knowledge of this field or not. So the natural language processing techniques, tools, the topics are from natural language processing and tools are there in this section. Similarly, in the computer vision, it's a very broad field exactly. It starts from the basics of image processing, then it comes to the computer vision, then various applications of the deep learning in computer vision. So some sort of skills will be tested here that are related to the computer vision. Okay, so finally, to become a foolproof data scientist, foolproof data science professional, the practitioner must have the knowledge of deployment and model management as well. That if you have already developed a model, the model is fitted, the model is going to produce the good results, accurate result, and is working as per expectation, then how can we move it to the production? How can we make it live to the user, that the users can use that model? So for that purpose, the knowledge of deployment, and then once the model is deployed for the user, once it is live, then further its management will also be required, the maintenance will also be required. So the knowledge of deployment and model management will be tested through this section H. And to do majority of these things like probability theory, statistics, data engineering, supervised learning, deep learning, natural language processing, computer vision, so the knowledge of programming languages is very important. Okay, so the programming knowledge of programming languages, and the most important programming languages in the field of data science are Python and R. So the knowledge in the field of Python and R will be tested through this ninth section, that is Python and R. So this will be the basic question, intermediate questions, and some advanced kind of questions related to the Python and R programming. And in the last, because we are going to talk about this foolproof data scientist, because the person will be having a CDS designation, that person will be having a charter, that means it will be a foolproof professional that will be working on a problems end to end, from beginning to end, and that will be dealing with the business problems as well. So its knowledge, its understanding about the business concepts that are related to the data science should be tested. So this knowledge is tested by using this section of business and data science. This section covers the topics through which the understanding of the professional of the business that is related to the data science is checked using this topics of this question. So these are the 10 sections. So these 10 are not only the sections, these 10 not only the topics, but these are the important skills that are required to become a perfect data scientist. So any perfect data scientist must have these kind of skills. So these skills are framed here in form of the sections. So through these sections, there are subtopics, and from those subtopics, the questions are being asked in the exam to test the knowledge of that practitioner, knowledge of that candidate, that how much knowledge that candidate is having in these kind of skills. And all the detailed subtopics you will find by visiting the ADASI website. Once you will visit there, proceed to the exam information, and then find out the curriculum. In the curriculum, you will find all the subtopics of these major sections. Now we will see what are the strategies, what are the ways to take this exam. So as we discussed, this exam is delivered online only, so no physical presence is required. So because it's an online exam and no physical presence is required, so it is available at any time from any location. You can take this exam from any location, and you can book this exam for any date, any time, as per your convenience, as per your choice. And this exam is offered in English language only. Now the pattern. So the pattern is that the exam is having 150 questions. So from 10 sections, there will be questions. The questions are based on the weightage of all the sections. It doesn't mean that there will be same number of questions. It doesn't mean that there will be same number of questions. Suppose there are 150 questions are to be appeared, so it doesn't mean that 15 questions will appear from each section. So it is that the questions will appear as per their weightage. Weightage means which section should be having more weightage, which section will have should having the less weightage. For example, the supervised learning and unsupervised learning should have more weightage. The probability, statistics, and linear algebra should have more weightage. And as compared to that, the deployment and model management should have less weightage. So you can visit that website, there you will get exact weightage. So based on the weightage of these sections, the number of questions appear in the exam. Okay, so there will be 150 multiple choice question, objective questions that will appear in the exam. And this exam will last for 3 hours. So you will have to take this exam for 3 hours. In 3 hours you have to attempt the 150 multiple choice question, and there will no any negative marking. So if you attempt a question and if you answer any question wrong, then there will no any deduction in the marks. Okay, and there will be 3 difficulty levels in the exam. So all the questions will be varying in the difficulty. Some questions you will find with the basic level of difficulty, some questions will be of intermediate level of difficulty, and some questions will be of advanced and very advanced levels of difficulty. So from all 10 sections, the questions will appear, and from all 10 sections, the questions will appear with these 3 difficulty levels. So every section will have some basic questions, some intermediate questions, and some advanced questions. The curriculum that we have discussed, the curriculum is having 10 sections, and the sections are having different weightage, and based on the weightage, there will be a different number of questions from each of the sections. From some sections, you will find that 8 questions will appear, and from some questions, you will find that 16 questions or 18 questions will appear. And this curriculum, as we discussed, it's current and relevant because it's a demand, not only the topic, not only the topic names, not only the section. These are the skills that are required to become a perfect data scientist. So this is a current and relevant curriculum. Current and relevant means that is required, that is the requirement of time, the skills that are requirement of time. So that relevant curriculum has been designed for this starter data scientist exam, that these kind of skills must be there with any data science professional. So these skills are tested, these skills are checked, evaluated in this CDS exam. So once the person cracks this exam, the person proves that the person is having the knowledge, the person is having the expertise in these skills, so that the CDS designation, this charter is awarded to that person. So it should not be considered that the CDS is awarded to the person who is just passing an exam. Not only passing an exam, the person is proving his knowledge in these skills. The person is proving his understanding in these skills, the skills that are required to become a data science professional, to become a perfect data scientist. So the evaluation of skills, the evaluation of understanding of these skills, evaluation of the knowledge in those important skills are being checked in this exam. So what is the time management? How can you manage your time to prepare for the exam? So the average successful candidates have reported that they have spent around 2 hours for studying to prepare for this exam. So you can manage your time while booking the exam, that this amount of time you need to invest to prepare for this exam. So it doesn't mean that in 2 days or 3, if you can do it in 20 days or 25 days only, then you can book your exam 20-25 days before this exam date. Okay, so the successful candidates have reported that, as per these interviews with those candidates, they have reported that they have just shared their experience that they invested 200 hours to prepare for this exam. So this is an average mentioned here, that on average 200 hours have been required to prepare for the exam, and this has been taken by the candidates, those who have cracked this exam. So those candidates have shared their experience with us during interviews. Means not the interview, that the just discussions that we just requested those candidates to share your experience, that how this exam went, and what is your feedback and what is your experience about this exam. So they shared that they have spent around 200 hours to prepare for this exam. Okay, so if a candidate spent a year preparing for the CDS exam, the candidate would have needed to study about 24 hours per month. So this is also the experience, the feedback shared by the successful candidates, that the candidates who have spent 24 hours per month who have cracked this exam successfully. So you can manage your time accordingly. Now the practice set. The practice set is available over the CDS website. By visiting the ADASI website, you can visit this section. And there you will find the practice set that is free of cost. There are no cost is required for that. So you can just visit the website. There you will find the practice. Once you prepare, once you think that your preparations are good, going good in this for this exam, so you can check your preparations by taking this practice test. So this is a practice test, but it does not exactly reflect the difficulty level of the questions in the main exam. So once you attempt all the questions in the practice set, it doesn't guarantee that you have all the knowledge of the question. Now you can crack every question in the exam. So this is just give an idea that what type of questions, what will be the structure, and how much time you need to devote in the exam. So it reflects the difficulty. It does not exactly reflect the difficulty level of questions in the main exam, but it helps the candidate to get a guess about this exam structure. Means how questions will come, what will be the number of questions in each section, what should be the means what are the intermediate questions, what are the difficult questions, what is the exact pattern, what is the exact structure of the exam, that can be guessed by taking this practice test. So this practice test is available over the website. You can visit that website once. So the list of study resources, there are free resources to prepare for the chartered data scientist. So this is the list of reference textbooks that is available on the chartered data scientist website. You just visit the Adasi website, and from there you can on the home page you will find a blog that is consisting the free resources, the list of textbook that can be taken as a reference to prepare for the CDS exam. So this is a list of reference textbooks exactly, and these are a free textbook. No any paid or subscription payment or subscription is required with the publisher to get these books. So all the free books are listed there. You just find out this uh, lists by visiting the Adasi website. So aspirants are not bounded to these books and can take reference from own study materials. So it doesn't mean that you should only prepare with this list only. This list of books you should only prepare from. So you can prepare from your own study materials. So these books are just for the reference. The Association of Data Scientists also suggests free online study resources. So these are the free online study resources. You can get this by visiting the website. So if you have any question, then please send here in this chat box. We will reply to those questions. So we are waiting for the questions. So I would request from the attendees to just type their questions here, and we are available here to answer the queries of the questions. Okay, so we have got some questions here. So I will start answering to the questions one by one. So the first question is why a person need to write CDS exam. So as I discussed in the presentation that this is not only taking an exam. This is not about only writing for an exam. This is about evaluation for the skills, evaluation of the skill sets of the person. Said that what kind of skill set the person has. So these skills are evaluated exactly. So once the person is going to be awarded for the CDS or this kind of prestigious designation that will have an impact in the marketplace, so the person should have been evaluated with those kind of skills. So this is the requirement for taking this exam exactly. So without having this kind of skills, how can we award this designation and charter? So this is the requirement of taking this exam. Okay. So one question is, what is the minimum experience required? So the minimum experience required to get the starter is 2 years. So 2 years of experience is required. So, but if the candidate is not having 2 years of experience, the candidate can take this exam as well. And in this case, the candidate can go ahead with the exam results only. The charter is not awarded in this case. The charter is put on hold. Once the candidate attains the 2 years of required experience, the charter is awarded to them. So to get this charter awarded, 2 years of experience is required. But to get this exam, to take this exam, no experience is required. If freshers can also take this exam, but they can be given only the results, not the charter. The charter will be given once they complete the 2 years of experience. The one question is, experience only in data science field, or we can have experience in any domain like web development? No, the experience is relevant to the data scientist. Relevant to the data sciences means it can be in the field of data science, and it should be relevant. So it doesn't mean that exact data scientist experience is required. This is the relevant experience is required. The data scientist or a relevant experience is required. The question is, it is an adaptive exam. Do the questions become tougher as we answer correctly? Not exactly, but the questions vary. The difficulty levels varies across the 150 questions. So you will find some easy questions, some intermediate questions, and some advanced questions from every section, from every 10 section. So one question is, how is this exam better in comparison to other globally recognized certificates? Okay, so this is a charter. Okay, this is a charter. CDS charter is awarded, and this is not a certification. This is a designation exactly. The person can use this designation with their name. Okay, so in the last webinar we compared some professional certification and this kind of certification programs which are similar to this, and we discussed about that. You can visit our website. There you will find a blog where you will find the comparison of various global recognized certifications. But I'll make it clear once again that this is not just a certification. This is a charter. This is a designation that is added with the name. So what is the overall passing cutoff, and is there sectional cutoff? So no sectional cutoffs, but it's a percentile based exam. So one question is, how many people have registered and successfully completed this exam? So how many people have been awarded, we cannot disclose this information, but we can definitely say that there are a lot of people who are already registered and they are taking this exam. So definitely some people have been awarded, many people have been awarded with this designation. We cannot disclose their information exactly. So one question is, any coaching centers are there? No any coaching center, no any training is provided by the ADASI, because ADASI is not a training or a certification institution. It's an association that is going to award a charter. So no any coaching, no any training. The question is, one needs to know R and Python for this exam. Yes, as we discussed in the curriculum, the eighth section of this curriculum consists topics from Python and R. Ninth. How much this exam will cost? So the cost of this exam is 150 USD. You can visit the website. You will find all the details there. So there are again some questions on cutoff. So I have already answered that question. The one question is, in free resources, do I need to read each chapter or related to the curriculum? Yes. So you can go through the curriculum, and based on the curriculum, you can take reference from those study resources. So you need not to read every chapter. You should find those topics only in those resources that are from the curriculum. Means based on the curriculum, you should take reference from those study resources. So again, one question is experience only in data science field, or we can have experience in any domain. Like, so again, I will repeat that. A data scientist or a relevant experience. The relevant experience, 2 years of relevant experience is required. One question is doing research on ML considered as an experience? So PhD research experience will not be considered, but if you have worked as a research associate or a postdoc researcher, so those kind of experience are counted. Because postdoc researchers, research associate, research assistant, those are the jobs exactly. Okay. What are the benefits? So benefits we have discussed in the webinar. You can visit our website. There you will find blogs where you will find a detailed blog that will be on benefits of the CDS designation. So again, one question is here it is, where is Adacy is placed in terms of global recognition? So is there any my question is there any parameter, is there any organization who gives the ranking or means to these global societies? So every society has its own importance. Adacy is one of these societies. Okay, so there is nothing like what is placed among the others. So every society has its own value, own recognition, own importance. So Adacy is also a society of data science professionals. So again, some repetitive questions are there. So I'm not answering to the questions that are being repeated. One question is this presentation and session recording available after the session? Yes, it will be available. The question is, will there be any study material from Adacy in future? Yes, you will find it. One question is certification is valuable? Yeah, definitely. When you will be proving your skill sets, your knowledge in those skills, and you will be having the designation. This is not a certificate. This is a designation. Once you will be having a designation with your name, with this proven knowledge in this skill set, and definitely you will be getting the values. Not only to enter to a job, not only to land to a job, but throughout the career in terms of promotion, in terms of growth, in terms of job retention and all. The question is, can you suggest some online courses to prepare for a study, prepare for CDS? So we do not recommend any online course. We have already provided the free study resources, free of cost study resources that you will find by visiting on our website. In the bottom of this front top page, home page of the Adacy, you will find some blogs. In one of the blogs, you will find preparation materials. Okay. Means one free study resources to prepare for the CDS exam. So we recommend to take the reference from those study materials. Okay, we do not recommend any online course or so. You can prepare from your own study materials. You can prepare from our suggested reference materials based on the curriculum that we are providing. One question is there any maximum attempts restriction to pass this exam? No, there is no any maximum attempt, or there is no any limitation on taking the number of attempts. The question is, for getting through this exam, only the material which you are providing is enough, or do I have to go any extra other material? So we cannot guarantee that the material, that the free study material that are provided there, that are the guarantee that you will pass the exam. These are just the reference materials, the free of cost materials. Yes, definitely they will help you a lot in preparing for the exam and cracking this exam. Okay, I cannot say that a guarantee, but we can say that definitely that will help you for a very good preparation if you take help from those free study materials that are recommended there, and this preparation should be based on the curriculum only. So question is how one can plan his 200 hours considering the large amount of syllabus. Okay, because you are going to become a chartered data scientist, you are going to have this kind of designation, studious designation with your name. So definitely the person need to invest some time in the preparation. So 200 hours means you can plan according to your, if you are working somewhere, then you can plan according to your schedule, that how much time can you give for the preparation. So according to that, you can register for that exam. You can take that kind of enough margin in between the registration date and the exam date, that you can prepare for the exam well. The question is, good morning, how much marks do we need to qualify for the CDS exam? So there is no any minimum marks. This is a percentile based exam. The question is, when we are registering for CDS, is there any option that we can keep exam date as blank or not decided, as we don't know when preparation will be done? Yes, you can register. You can make your payment. You can register for this exam, and at a later time, you can book the exam date and time. It is possible that you can register, but the date is not booked. You can book the date later on. So question is weightage for topics will be changed in marks awarded? No, you should not consider the weightage there in the awarding. So at the final result, in the final result, there will be 150 questions, means 150 marks will be there. Okay, so the final marks will be based on those 150 questions, that out of 150, how many are correct there. The question is the presentation after the webinar. Yes, it will be shared, I suppose. The question is practice test online questionnaire or PDF. It is a PDF exactly. The question is, could you please elaborate more on experience part? What kind of work will be considered? So I have repeated it many times, that the relevant experience, 2 years of relevant experience, the experience in field of data science, 2 years of relevant experience is required. Okay, and if the candidate is not having the 2 years of experience at this moment, they can register for the exam, they can take the exam, and once they pass the exam, they can go ahead with the result. Once they complete the 2 years of experience, they can show their experience and get their charter awarded. Till then, they can take the results only. The question is, sir, I am a college student currently in third year and I don't have 2 years of experience. So will it be great for me to take? Yes, exactly. It doesn't matter that which year you are in, you are currently in your graduation, or you're completed, or you have 10 years of experience. It doesn't matter. You can take this exam at any time. You can get this result after this exam. Okay, within 16 days of the exam, you will get the result. But when it comes to the award of the charter, it will be awarded to you only when you will show 2 years of experience. But if you do not have the experience, you can take this exam, you can get the results, and you can show yourself that becoming chartered data scientist, or to be chartered data scientist, and you can show your results there. The question is, do we need to become a member of Adasi to check the study? No, no, nothing. No membership is required. You can just visit the website there. and on the website you will find the curriculum, the practice test, and this free study resources that are mentioned there. So it doesn't need that you are a member of Adasi. One question is, could you please give an idea about the community of CDS holders and what sort of position do they hold? So as per my knowledge, they are on a very good positions, but we cannot disclose their details directly here. So very good candidates are there in the working in the field of data science, and they are on a good positions as well till now. We don't have experience in data science field, so you can take this exam. In this case, you can take this exam, you can get this result. By showing your result, you can start doing the job. In the job, when you gain 2 years of experience, and then you can get this charter awarded. The question is there any assistance available for the required 2 years of experience? No, we do not provide any such type of assistance. We just conduct the exam. If you are successful in the exam, we award this charter to you if you show 2 years of experience. Again, the question is, what if I am fresher and doesn't have 2 years of experience in DS field? So again, the same answer is, you can take this exam at any time. You can get the result after 16 days, within 16 days of the exam. You can go ahead with the results. You can show your results to the recruiters. You can say that I am becoming chartered data scientist. And once you gain 2 years of experience, show your experience to Adasi, your CDS charter will be awarded to you. Then you can start writing CDS after your name. The question is, if I do not have an experience in DS field, do we have to score more marks? No, it doesn't matter that. If the person is not from the science background as well, they are just completed their graduation and they are not from the science background as well, they can also take part in this exam. And it doesn't mean that they are required to do something unique or something different. They will do the same process. They will take the same exam, and the same treatment will be there. Okay? Same process will be followed for them as well. It doesn't matter that the person is belonging from the different background, are required to follow a different process. The same process is for everyone. The question is, if the chartered holder valid for lifelong? Yes, the CDS charter is having the lifetime validity. Once this CDS charter will be awarded to you, it will have a lifetime validity. It doesn't have any expiration. The question is, we don't have experience in data science field, so when we will get certificate? So you can take the exam, you can get the result, and once you complete 2 years of experience, you will get the charter, not the certificate. We should not say it certificate, we should say it charter. Okay, so once you show 2 years of experience, the charter will be awarded. One question is there any institute which provides study material for CDS exam? No, there is no any institution which is going to provide any study material. We provide free study resources, okay, free study references, textbooks through which we can take reference for preparing for this exam based on the CDS curriculum. Again, some question is, how many times can a person appear for the exam? So there is no any limitation on number of attempts. How to show experience in that case? Okay, so once you gain that experience, just write a mail to ADASI that I have taken the CDS charter and I have completed 2 years of experience. Once your mail will be received, your experience documents will be evaluated, it will be checked, and then the CDS charter will be awarded to you immediately. Again, the same question is it required to renew the CDS designation after certain number of months? Okay, no, there is no any renewal or expiry kind of thing. This CDS designation has lifetime of validity. One question is, I have 15 years of experience in computer science and engineering as a professor. So my question is, after cracking this exam, shall I wait for 2 years? So, but it's an academic experience exactly, but we need an industry experience. Okay, so to get this charter awarded, the relevant industry experience is required. One question is ADASI a government recognized body? How much recognizable will this designation be worldwide? So the society, this charter, the society which is going to award this charter, going to award this designation, does not require any type of recognition, because this is not an academic institution. We are not going to award any degree, diploma, or such kind of thing. Okay, so we do not need to have any kind of recognition. This is a charter. Okay, this is a kind of designation distinction going to be provided to a professional based on their knowledge, based on their skill set. So there is nothing like recognition is required for this. And again, the other part of this question was, how much recognizable will this designation be worldwide? So worldwide recognition is definitely there for CDS charter. So it has worldwide recognition. Question is, knowledge of both R and Python required for the exam? Yes, in the 9th section you see there that there are questions from the Python and R. So you should have the knowledge of Python and R. Because as you know that to become a data science professional or a data scientist, you should have the knowledge of Python and R. They are most important programming languages used in data science profession. The question is, so will we get any award if I don't have experience and I cleared this exam? So if you do not have the experience, you will be awarded with the result at that time. Okay. So you can go ahead with the result, you can show your results, and you can present yourself as becoming chartered data scientist. Okay. So you will be available, you will be provided with the exam results only at that time. So once you will complete your 2 years of experience, then the chart, the designation, the distinction will be awarded. So if you do not have experience, so after clearing the exam, the results will be awarded to you. Can data analyst experience will be considered? Yes, it's a relevant experience. One question is, experience means doing job in data science field or doing projects at my personal level will be considered? No, the industry experience, the relevant industry experience is required. The relevant field experience, like, can you please list out some example? The examples may be the data engineers, okay, data science manager, okay, data science consultant. So these are some relevant profiles that are similar to the data scientist. One question is, would an experience of over 3 years in credit risk modeling count as valid experience? So the question is, for the credit risk modeling, what type of tools and techniques have you been using there? If you can show that these kind of tools, these kind of techniques you have been working on using this credit risk modeling, that will show that you have the relevant experience. Again, many repeated questions like how widely is this credential accepted internationally? So there are many professionals who are awarded with this CDS designation who are not from India, they are from abroad as well. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it will be recognized only within the India, it is recognized worldwide. So it is internationally recognized charter. Definitely it is an internationally recognized, globally recognized charter, designation or distinction. So what is the passing cutoff? And so many times this person has written cutoff, cutoff, cutoff. So the cutoff, there is no any fixed cutoff. This is a percentile based exam. How many candidates have appeared for the exam and what is your position in this exam? So based on the percentile, not on the percentage. Cutoff is like a percentage. Okay, that this number of questions, this percent of questions you have covered. This is a percentile based exam. The question is, I am working on various initiatives in field of ML along with primary roles. Will this be considered as experience? Definitely, if it matches the criteria of relevant experience, then it will definitely be considered as the experience for this charter. So the question is, knowing only Python is not sufficient. So it depends on your means how well you are doing in the other sections as well. Suppose Python and R, they will be having 50% of the questions in that section. Okay, suppose 15 questions are coming from that section, for example. So for example, fortunately you are getting 8 questions from Python and 7 questions from R. So you can drop those 7 questions you can take ahead with these Python questions only, and parallelly if you are doing in well in the other sections as well, then your loss in R will be compensated. So it doesn't matter that if you do not have the knowledge in R, will have chances of losing this exam. So if you do not have knowledge of R, you can come ahead, and but you will have to compensate this loss of R in other sections. And in that case, you should not unanswer, or you should not wrongly answer any question on Python. So one question is there any fee waiver for this exam? Yes, Adasi offers some type of coupons time to time. Not always, it offers some coupons time to time. Along with that, the person who are members of the Association of Data Scientists, they also given some type of discount in the exam fees. One question is work experience in data science necessary for certification? Is the certification in other areas of IT considered as experience? So because you are going to become a chartered data scientist, so the experience in field of data science is required. Okay, relevant experience in data science field is required actually. This means that you are having an understanding of the data science profession. This experience is not something means irrelevant kind of criteria being set there. This indicates that if you are showing 2 years of experience, this indicates that you are having the understanding of this data science profession. Okay, so this is only mean of taking considering the experiences. Machine learning or data science trainer in MNC count? No, trainer experience, I do not think that it will be counted. Okay, so the relevant experience means you are working on the tools, techniques, modeling and all that are related to the data science. Again, the same question is it possible to register for CDS without giving exam date at time of registration? Yes, You can register for the exam right now, and you can book the exam date at a later time. Question is, anyone working on data science or Python only will he be awarded a chartered data scientist? So it is not necessary. If you have relevant experience on other tools as well that are from data science, then that also be considered as the experience. Study materials from Adasi will be available on website, or books will be printed. So the soft copies will be available on the website. The question is, why it takes 6 weeks time to showcase results? Okay, so because the results are evaluated by the committee, so to get feedback from the committee, it takes some time. Okay, so we do not want to take any type of risk, so it is being reviewed thoroughly by various type of members of the committee, then this result is awarded. On the website, okay, the exam result is $250. Yes, there is exam result is $250. It is mentioned on the website. The question is, why exam results are pass, fail, and are emailed approximately 6 weeks after the exam. So this is a process that once you will clear this exam, you will get to know the result through the email. Question is, if in first attempt CDS exam is not cleared, any more fees free attempt is provided by you, or again do we need pay for exam? In this case, you should write to Adasi. Okay, that will be considered in the later on. Question is, are there any programming questions in exam or only MCQ question? So only MCQ. I have repeated so many times in presentation as well that 150 multiple choice questions will appear in the exam during 3 hours. No any written, no any assignment, no any description is required. Only multiple choice questions with 4 options. Again, the same question is, for how long the designation will be valid. So the designation is valid for lifetime. The question is, what is the exam fees? So I have repeated it. This is $250. Again, question is, how to become member of Adasi? Just visit the Adasi website. There you will find the option to become the member. One question is, what position I will get after getting CDS? Currently, I am a data analyst. What salary hike can we expect? So this depends on your means. Once you will have this designation, this charter, once you get any opening, any job call, you will show your designation, you will show your charter, and definitely you will have some competitive advantage over your peers, the parallel applicants, and definitely you will be given some preference over the ordinary professional, ordinary applicants. Okay, so it depends on the organization to which you are applying for. So in very good companies, it doesn't mean that every company gives you the designation of data scientist. In some companies, you will find consultant, senior manager. These kind of designations you will also getting, like member of the technical staff. So it depends from company to company. So it cannot be guaranteed that what designation will you be also getting, what position will you be getting after CDS. It depends on the organization. But it can be said that there are a lot of benefits of having CDS designation. So you will be having a benefit over the ordinary applicants. Again, question is, if someone has good experience in data science like 5 to 6 years, still the certification be useful? As we discussed in the benefits of the CDS designation, it doesn't help only in landing to an interview or getting a job. It helps you throughout your career in terms of promotion, growth, retention. So in terms of there are many benefits with the CDS designation. Okay, so once you will be having this type of charter and designation, you will be having a competitive advantage over your colleagues, over your parallel professionals working parallelly to you, over advantage over the peers. So this will help you throughout your career. So what is passing rate so far? So it cannot be disclosed, and it cannot be anticipated at what is the passing rate. Okay, so if you will prepare good enough, then you can also clear this exam. Okay, so we cannot disclose that what is the passing rate, we cannot divulge that what is the passing rate exactly. Okay, again the question is there any community support for job opportunity search upon successful completion of exam? So being a CDS designation holder, uh, there is nothing like community support or assistance. But if you are a RASI member, so being a chartered association of data scientist member, you will be getting these kind of benefits being a RASI member. So these are the all sort of questions that we are having till now. So I would like to thank everyone, to those who have attended this webinar. If you have any further queries, just write an email to info@adasi.org. Thank you so much. Thank you for attending this webinar.